Some of y'all got that same kind of attitude. You think you know everything, Mr. and Mrs. Know-It-All. And the reason why you won't depend on God because you know. And at some point you ought to admit that you don't know. That's what he should have told them, because you got a boat but no fish. So if you know all that, where's the fish? If you know all you say you know, what's your problem? Why are you looking like that then? Mrs. Smarty, Mr. Know-It-All, why are you looking like that if you say you are expert? I know about these things. All night we'll fish and caught nothing. We'll fish all night. And got nothing to show for it. It's too late now. Time to go to the house. That's what some of you are saying right now. I've tried all this time to look at my life. Now I'm 50 years old. 60, I'm this and that, and I ain't got nothing. I haven't come to nothing in my life. And here you come, Johnny come late. And all of a sudden you want to turn stuff. They didn't understand what some of y'all don't understand. I'm trying to move on real quick. And that is that when they said they didn't have nothing, there still was fish in the lake. They were acting like all the fish was gone. The fish were there, they just wasn't catching none. They did not catch fish because all the fish was gone. They had their net, the fish was just dodging the net. Just a fish, see another fish that don't go over there. Why? See that net? There was still fish in the lake. They just wasn't catching no fish. All the fish is not out the lake. You act as though that all the possibility of success is gone. All the money ain't gone, you just ain't got none. All the cars ain't gone. Maybe you don't have the one you want, but there's still some cars. I can take you somewhere and show you. There's still men, there's still women, they're still out there, you just don't have one. But don't come back and say, well, they're all gone. They ain't gone. You just don't have one. They left the lake out though there was no fish. There were plenty of fish in the lake. That's why they said stuff like there were plenty of fish in the sea. Y'all heard that, have you? And so there are plenty of success stories. There are all types of possibility for success. There are plenty of houses. There are plenty of cars. There are plenty of money. Plenty of people who can be your friend. There are plenty of ways you can pull yourself up. You just have not tapped in yet. So don't give up because you ain't tapped in. I want to tell you today how to tap in. Jesus said, there's still fish. I'm going to tell you how to catch them. So you got to understand, just because you keep running into the wall, but there's another way out. Huh? Come on, help me here a minute. Some of us got this Roach Motel mentality. You heard the story about the Roach Motel? Where the roach check in, but they don't check. A lot of us are in our personal Roach Motel. We checked in our misery and we don't check out. Well, you can check out. There is a door. You just ain't found it yet. And I'm here to help you find your door. So you can come to church next Sunday with a smile on your face instead of a frown. I think I'll just preach in the house for a minute. As long as there's still fish, there's always a possibility that you may catch one. But don't stop fishing. Because they was about to stop fishing. They started mending their net. Putting their net on the boat and said, time to go home. Adios. Out of here. I'm ghost. I'm doing like the Red Sea. I'm splitting. Jesus said, hold up. There's still some fish. Now we fished all night. Just because you've been fishing all night, that don't mean there ain't no fish out here. Just because you've been trying it all this time, ain't nothing happened to you, that don't mean it won't happen. That's some of y'all problem. You think it ain't going to happen now. I tried the last thing. When have you ever tried the last thing that can be tried? You know, people say, well, I don't call everybody. You ain't called no everybody. You ain't even touched the surface. I tried everything. You ain't tried no everything. You tried very little compared to everything. I didn't dare you tell that lie. I tried everything. Child, I don't talk to some everybody. Are you kidding me? You ain't talk to no everybody. You don't know everybody. I didn't dare you ain't talk to everybody in the church. I done tried every avenue. No, you have not. There's some place in this city, and some of y'all been living all your life. You've been driving around with somebody and say, I ain't never been down here before. There's some place in this little city that you don't know where it at. Somebody tell you to pick them up right now. You couldn't find it without that little GPS system. I know there ain't no shouting there, but there's some good stuff in it. There's still some success left for you to have. There still can pull yourself. There's still a lot of more stuff going on. Like I say, money out there, you just don't have it. But don't stop looking for it because you ain't got it. I ain't got none, but I'm sure looking for it. I know somebody got some. And long as somebody got some, that's a possibility that I can get some. Huh? Got the car you want, but they still there. I can take you to a dealership. I'll drive you by there and say, Daddy, y'all right now? You tell me what kind of car you want, I'll find it for you. Show it to you. I can't get it. But I can prove to you that it's out there. I mean, just sit around and think, what kind of car you want? A Bentley. I want a Bentley. Some of y'all get on that computer and find them. There it is right there. That's my car right there. My car blue with blue interior. Ain't nobody gonna ride in it. Have to pull your shoes off when you get in that car. They should have known that they have fish were still there. And then you know what else? You know what else? They caught fish before. That's what they did all their life. They had some success before. And the fool was acting like they never had success before. That ain't nothing never good never happened to them. They always complain, never say, well, we did it before. They could have said, well, listen, we ain't catching on right now. Let's hang on in there, though. Because you know last week, one time before we started out, ain't nobody fished and started catching fish all the time when they first got there. I used to go to fish with my mama, man. We stay on the lake from sun up to sundown. Be ready to go home. You're like, I ain't bite yet. We want to say, I'm going to bite you if we don't go. Then they'll be biting. Same bait on the hook. 10 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock, still got the same bait. They're going to start biting in a minute. Be like, in a minute, huh? They had success. Some of y'all have had success. Don't try to act like God ain't never brought you out of stuff. Some of y'all have been in some situations that are worse than what they are now, and God brought you out, and now here you are acting a little fool, feeling sorry for yourself, tears in your eyes, talking about, I don't know what I'm going to do. And God keep getting you out of stuff. Ain't the first time he done brought you out of things. What am I going to do? What you did the last time? That ain't the first time you've been complaining.